Good day, fellow investors. I have updated my research platform, and now, despite the 15% per year performance over the last 7 years, I think it's still the best time to join. I want to discuss, for all of you interested here, what is my research platform, what I do that, how it's structured, my portfolio, how it works, answer questions if you have, discuss the price and also testimonial. Let's immediately start with the research platform and let me show you what it is all about. So if you go to my sales page, you can read a little bit about what it is, how it works. This video will be now the current video, and there are the free portfolios, the model portfolio that has been following the research platform since inception 7 and something years ago, diversified portfolio for ideas, and my personal portfolios. If you look at how it works here on the curriculum, everything that is relevant for the current situation but is based on more than 7 years of research is in the first thread. So we have the covered stocks. Whenever I send an email, I update it here, so you can also check here past emails. Here are the key portfolios, the model portfolio, my personal portfolio, and the diversified portfolio. There is the intrinsic value calculation for stocks, the summary of the whole platform, so that is always the best place to start. And you're probably familiar with my value investment quadrant. This is the YouTube quadrant that we recently discussed in a video. What is the educational perspective I have on stocks? A similar quadrant is on my premium research platform. This is not educational. This is analysis of what I think is a good buy and at what levels. This is my top position. This is a very good idea, very good, very low risk, good return. We have discussed Amsterdam commodities in a few videos, I think also in this video, so there you might get a taste of what we do here. Aker is also a very interesting oil company with a little bit more of risk. ADM was here. Now as the price went up significantly, I have to push it on the lower side of the reward part of this quadrant. And there are plenty other companies. This is the free YouTube educational intrinsic value template, and then there is also my premium on the research platform, and you can see here the ratios. Amsterdam commodities, ADM went up for a bargain price, Aker looks okay, and then there are some other situations here that are extremely attractive, offering good returns, and some other that we are still waiting for better times. I do the research, compare, I follow the stocks over time, and then everything is then even trickled down into a strategy. The strategy, we have a diversified portfolio for ideas where I try to manage a portfolio for those that also need more diversification. The model portfolio, 10 positions, a bit more concentrated, and for now in my personal portfolio there is only one position. A little bonus for all of you that will join this month: if you send me an email, I will be happy to discuss whatever your investing concerns are, your current portfolio, the risk and reward. I cannot tell you what to sell, but I can give you my opinion on your positions or portfolio structure up to a level. I'm not an advisor, but I can maybe help just a little bit with some key questions. That's the extra bonus if you join this month. When it comes to the model portfolio, the research platform, the performance over the last 7 years and 3 months has been 15% per year based on value investing principles. Just an example here of the model portfolio, the average weighted P ratio is 10. Compare it to the S&P 500 of 30, and therefore that also explains my strategy. If we can find fairly priced good businesses offering P ratios of 10, thus earnings yields of 10 plus 5% growth, that should lead to long-term investment returns based on that low P ratio margin of safety of 10 to 15%. And I hope to continue to do the same over the next 7, 14, 21, 28 years as we did in the last 7 years. Because if we just follow 40, 50 stocks, some are covered, some are just on watch, not on the list there. When the price reaches interesting levels, some cyclicals or something, then I bring them back to coverage. But if I buy a P ratio of 10 with some growth sooner or later, or if earnings are subdued due to temporary reasons, then that over time gives a good fundamental return, which is the basis of reaching returns from business ownership. How does the platform work? One email weekly, updates on earnings or significant situations. I always do new research, I share it, some of the new research ideas go into the diversified portfolio. We follow, we learn, we understand the businesses better, we understand the connection between the stock and the business, and then structure on, depending your portfolio requirements, you can have enough insights that makes it easier to make a decision. When it comes to the first steps, people always ask me, Sven, how do I start? First, you go and allow for all emails. If you just go to the Teachable platform, edit your profile, and just allow here for emails, for all the regulations on email, this has to be allowed. I usually then send 1 to 2 emails per week. Every transaction that I make, I send an email, every update on the research, and then you can slowly start following. It's a lot. This compounds 7-8 years of research, so I always say perhaps the best way to start is just to learn about 1 to 2 businesses per month. Over a year, you have learned practically the whole platform, and you'll then understand what is the best risk and reward for you. It's a long time life investing process. I think I have created a lot of value over the past 7 years, and for those long-term value investors, I'm sure I'll do the same or not better in the future. When it comes to the price, I will be increasing the price as the research compounds, as the returns compound, as the value compounds, but if you join now, the price will be for you fixed forever. There is a 21-day money-back guarantee, so feel free to join, check. Practically all the ideas here have been recently updated, so you can really get a feeling of what's going on. And I always say to anyone watching my YouTube videos, check the platform to understand better the context of the YouTube channel. And then see whether this strategy, value investing, slow and steady, compounding, margin of safety strategy is something that fits you. Again, 21-day money back guarantee. If you also have some concerns or questions about it or questions about your own portfolio, please don't hesitate to send me an email at investwithsven@gmail.com. And I really enjoyed this email from Ronnie, who just explains also what I do on the platform. He's giving me a suggestion for a stock, but just as a side note, to make a membership for the research platform was the best decision in my life ever. It's very interesting to learn about investing, and there is no similar alternative for me. Otherwise, I would gamble and lose or pay an investment banker. He started investing, lost half of the money, but then found me, and then now the account is almost up 50%, but even when something was down 40%, bought more and then enjoyed the rebound. A lot to learn. I want to invest and keep on investing, and that's also my goal. So thank you, Ronnie, for the great comment here and email. Kaspi stock, we have made a video as I replied just a few months ago. So in the link in the description below or here, check my stock market research platform. P ratio is 10. The buys really look great. I see it now as a great time to join for the next decade. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the research platform.